Unpopular truth. You can't heal your nervous system by just journaling alone, especially not in the beginning. So I remember this one day, probably 2 years ago. What happened was I was in the middle of doing my speaking program, and my inner critic kept saying, "You're not articulate enough." And so as I was stumbling through the different techniques, this really amplified that belief in myself. So that was very nerve-wracking for me. In addition to that, the night before, I created a video that was a little bit controversial to me. And so once I posted it, the next morning when I woke up, I was like, no, I need to take it down. So I took it down, but then my other voice said, no, let's just try to get ourselves be seen. And so I reposted it. And so all of these things were making my body very on end. And so that one night I actually had a coaching session. It was a 20-minute coaching session, and within the first minute, my coach asked me something, and I started crying. And he said, it's okay, because even though this thought, this belief is not true, this feeling in the body feels very true. And so just let yourself go. And so I cried, and it was a significant coaching session for me, because out of the 20 minutes, I cried for 19 minutes. And so why I want to share this with you is because when we start doing this work, maybe some of us may be reading a self-help book, and then we're doing all of its journaling, or we may be listening to these podcasts, and we kept thinking, okay, this is the positive affirmation that we have to keep repeating to ourselves. But what happens is our body may still not feel safe. And it is only when there is a coach or someone who can teach us how to give ourselves that safety, that's when we learn, oh, this is how it really feels like. Because a lot of times we're not taught what it really means when we are growing up. And so I just want you to know that safety is only learned through relationship. It's only when other people have that capacity to hold that space for us, then that's when we learn, oh, I can actually allow myself to do that. I can allow myself to cry. I can allow myself to get angry and spew all of these things that I would never say it to the other person, say it out loud. But it's only when the other person is there to allow us to say. And so if you ever feel like you have been doing all this work, taking all these courses and journaling, and if you still feel like you're a mess, you're not alone. It's just you'll probably at some point in time you need someone to show you and hold you in place. And so if you feel I'm a little bit embarrassed to ask for support, I don't want you to be. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. It's okay to ask for help and allow yourself to express yourself and see, right? Because like sometimes we're also thinking about, oh, is this coach a good coach for me? If you feel safe enough for you to express yourself, then that will be a good coach for you. Now, I may not be a good coach for everyone, but keep looking. This is the first part. Once you talk to someone, oh, this doesn't feel so safe, it's okay. You can just say no, and then you can look for someone else who resonates more with you. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you because it is so important, because this healing journey is best to do it with someone. And if you want to do it with me, you can reach out to me. I do have a few free sessions that I can offer you, and we can work something out together. Okay, and that's all I have for today. Until next time.